Why do we feel it's necessary to yak about bullshit in order to be comfortable?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Welcome back, everyone. It's another late night with the Gringo. This is episode 63. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. A little tired. Got a haircut. I got a hat on. So
You got a hat on, so maybe, I got my Mexican hat on with my Mexican shirt, my Lucha Libre shirt.
there you go. We're going full gringo tourist today.
Going full expat today, right?
Oh, yeah, there you
Nice. Yeah, there we go. Just kind of
appropriating my culture. You see,
I'm cultural appropriation. Wait, is that cultural appropriation when I married into it? I appropriated it?
No, you just colonized it.
Okay. I just overtook it.
Overtook it. Conquered it.
I guess. I don't know. Your mother's the one in charge. I don't know what I conquered.
You didn't conquer really much. You actually, in a way, she kind of conquered you then, huh?
Pretty much.
Green card,
That's where
passport.
it goes. But anyways.
Yeah, anyways.
So as you can tell by the thumbnail, we've got a fun story to talk about today. As long as, we're going to be getting into the tariffs a little bit later and then a couple of the stories and things going on in Texas. But the next story is a very serious story, yet ridiculous. So if you laugh at any point in time or make fun of it,
Feel free.
feel free. I'm sure we're going to have our comments. Now, we don't, we cover some crime and things like that in this channel, but seems like this lady, the lady we're going to talk about, she's become a little bit of an internet sensation, and because of
Certain.
who she is and what she's done, but we'll get into it here. Oh, let's transition into this. Okay, here we go. All right. There she is.
Are we ready for this?
Oh, yeah, we're ready for this.
Oh, we're ready for this. All right.
All right.
We've committed.
Here she is. That's Miss Christina Formella. That's her mugshot. That's the mugshot that's gone viral there. Court documents purport to show disturbing memoir of a teacher accused of SA, which I'm not going to say because the algorithm don't like it when you say that, of a 15-year-old student. She's facing those kind of abuse charges, allegedly wrote an extended note in her phone about the victim. Now, what's funny is that her video here of her getting arrested is free to see.
It's public.
It's public.
Where was this?
This is Chicago. This is outside Chicago. It looks like a nice neighborhood.
Naperville? Perhaps.
Yeah, could be.
Perhaps.
Yeah. So, but we're going to get this going here, and we're going to turn up the volume so we can hear it.
And we're going to mute us. So
Mute us, and then we'll kind of stop it and go as we go. But okay?
All right.
We're going to mute us.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Officer Guzman with Downers Grove. Do you have your license on you?
Yes. Tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain. I'm sure you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You're Christina?
Yes.
Okay, Christina, do me a favor. Can you step out of the car for me? I know you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You don't have anything on you? You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need.
Yeah, whatever you need. Like your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna explain everything to you guys.
I will stop right there. Grab whatever you need. Do you notice that he knew her name even before he got the license? Like, you Christina? He had the license already. They were looking for her, basically.
He had an idea of who this lady was.
Yep.
This lady, I think she kind of knows what this is about at first, but she seems kind of shocked.
No, she's doing what a lot of women do, which is act dumb. And she knows, like, if she's being asked again, like, she knows, she's in her mind, she's going, I wonder what it is that I've done that could cause the police to randomly pull me over, pull me out of the car, and tell me to get everything I'm going to need to come on down to the station. So she, in her mind, she's going, oh, yeah, that thing that we're going to talk about in a few minutes. So, but that's her husband. That's her childhood sweetheart from high school that she married in the car next to her. That's going to learn this information. And
Passenger?
Oh, yeah, he's in the passenger seat.
This is rough.
No, she's driving. Oh, yeah.
This is about to get rough.
Guys, Go ahead and grab out. We're not going anywhere right now.
That's
Of course, yeah.
I don't understand what's going on here.
I get it, yeah. You can go grab your things.
Can he come with me?
Yes. You stay there for right now, sir. Just stay there, but yes, you can. But come on back here.
Should I shut the car off?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Goes off. Okay. Let's right back over here. So, we do have an investigation going on. We have to talk to you about it at the police department, okay? So we're going to explain everything to you there. It's not my investigation. I don't know the full details. We do have to bring you there, though.
Okay, hold on. First of all, he said, I don't know the full details. That man knows the full details.
That man knows the full details.
That man recognized her.
He's just avoiding the drama of telling, and he's avoiding all the drama, right? He's like, I'm just here to bring you in. It's not my investigation.
I think he also saw the husband there. He was like, oh, this guy has no clue. This poor guy.
This is going to suck for him, right? Can I turn the car off, she says. The car was off. She turned it back on. I'm like, that's how nervous she is. But she knows. Like, look at that look. She's like, oh, yeah, could have been that thing I did
probably
with that 15-year-old boy. All right, and
yeah.
But yes, this is a teacher, Christina Formella. So yes, she is being. They're going to handcuff her in a minute. This
escalates.
Oh, the police do like, listen, you get in the back. This is police procedure, baby. Police procedure.
Okay. So I do have to put you in handcuffs and bring you to the police department. Just a downers room.
Handcuffs?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
I'm like willing to go with you.
I get it, yeah. Unfortunately, we have to do it that way. So do me a favor, we just take this off.
Can I ask you
Of course, yeah. It's not, like I said, it's not my investigation. Obviously, we're here for a reason. So go ahead and turn around for me. So right now, you're just being detained, and there is a detective that needs to talk to you at the police department. So we'll let your husband know.
I love her question. Am I in trouble? No, you're not in trouble at all. The police randomly show up at everybody's house and ask them to get out of their car and then handcuff them.
Yeah. No, totally normal.
Totally. No, you're not in trouble at all.
Perfectly fine. It's just procedure. Just procedure. Just want to talk to you. I don't know no details. Did you know she's looking at her and thinking, damn, this is wild.
Yep.
I gotta know more. Before I make more comments, I gotta know more about the whole case.
Oh, there's so much more, but we're just, I think this is hilarious.
This part?
It's just her realizing that it's just,
it's over.
Oh, my life is going to be over. Or at least I just ruined my husband's life. Like, what do you think if you're the husband right now going, my wife's being arrested? What could it possibly be for?
You're probably thinking like the most extreme thing.
But mind you, if honestly, where is the husband? Like, he hasn't even gotten out of the car yet. Like, I'd be out of the car being like, what are you doing to my wife? What are you, excuse me?
He's been told to stay in the car by the officer. I'm sure he's listening to him.
I'd still be out. I'd still be out of the car going, what's going on?
Yeah, fair.
Anyways, all right, mute that again.
No, he can just come to the police department as well if he wants to wait for you there.
I'm like,
I get it. You have a lot of questions.
So scared.
Yeah, everything's okay. We just need to talk to you at the police department. That's all. Nothing else on your pocket right now? Anything else?
Just my phone.
Just your phone?
Here.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're heading to sit in the back of this car. On the other side. Once you get to the police department, you'll talk to the detective and he'll explain everything to you.
But you can't even give me like an idea
At the moment,
what this is about?
Other than that it's an investigation, that's all I can really tell you right now. I'm sorry. I wish.
Excuse me, is my husband coming with?
Yes, yeah, he's taking his phone number down. We're staying in touch with him. We're just going to Downers Grove, so 10 minutes away.
No, I know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
I really prefer if my husband was with me. That's not how you always felt there, sweetheart. But
yeah, well, if the case is involving a 15-year-old boy, clearly he had other priorities.
Clearly, you had other priorities.
Yeah, sweetheart. This isn't looking good. And you can tell she's trying to figure out a way to make herself look as innocent as possible.
She's just acting as dumb as possible, but she knows. Like, again, I look at her and go, she realized she knows. She knows, like, this is bad.
Yeah, it's like,
this is bad.
That is bad. You know, she probably thought she could get away with it.
Well, because it's been we get into the story. She did think she had gotten away with it. There's a lot to the story.
This has been going on for longer?
This wasn't like this is like a one and done kind of thing, and there's a lot of time that's passed between what she did and then when she got arrested. There's like almost I think it's almost like 6 months to a year.
No.
Hey, a boy's best friend is his mother.
No.
Oh yes, and his mother, the mother. Oh boy.
Oh, the mom got involved.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right, we'll get into that later.
Of course.
Am I in trouble? Like I'm so.
Am I in trouble? You are handcuffed. You're handcuffed still behind your back. You're in the back of a police vehicle. You are strapped in with multiple seatbelts, it looks like, and you're being driven to a police station to answer questions from a detective.
Yeah,
are you in trouble? How did you become a teacher?
My deduction skills are.
Yes, you are in trouble. You are in a lot of trouble.
You know what you did. I'm pretty sure you're aware of the circumstances.
Am I in trouble?
Do you think she might be thinking about like something else she did illegally?
Maybe she said, "Oh man, maybe they found that kilo of coke."
Maybe she found out how I had a good time teaching.
She's like, "Oh my god! All right.
I'm gonna teach you the metric system."
Oh jeez.
Lost right now.
I'm sure you are. Like I said, I can't answer any questions right now. Other than just to tell you that right now you're being detained for an investigation, and we're bringing you to the police department. And once you get there, they're gonna fill you in on everything.
Unless they're able to reach it down there.
Wait, they told her while she was still in the car?
No. They brought her in there. The detectives questioned her and told her, "This is what you're being charged with." Now they're putting her back in there to transfer her to where she can get processed.
Oh, did she just get processed at the same place?
No. They're going to bring her to a processing facility.
This isn't all very complicated.
Oh, it is, but it's also to protect the officers. They'll have special, they'll have a lot of women there. They'll have basically, all that stuff. So avoid losses. But now she's all crying. She's right, and it's all a fucking act. This woman's a sociopath, because when you read later on, when we read what she's written in her phone and the messages to her 15-year-old lover, you can tell that she didn't give a damn. She thought it was great. Everything was fine. Right, but now the only problem is she got caught. And now she's just an embarrassment. She's a meme at this point. But
yeah, this is not a spot you want to be, people.
Nope. Here we go.
Sure you don't want a tissue or something?
I'm feeling I'm gonna throw up.
Want a bag?
Yes, please.
All right. Shauna, can you grab like a bag out of there?
Honestly, I can't.
I love how the officers are so literal.
They're so like nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna throw up. Hey, yeah, can you get a bag out of there?
Clean up on aisle 8 real quick.
She's looking for anyone to give her a little bit of sympathy, a little bit of like, it's gonna be okay. These officers are like, nah, honey, it ain't gonna be okay.
Everyone in the office has seen this case. The detective was like, "Hey, boys, we gotta bring this girl in." So, yeah,
they've seen some of the evidence already.
Oh wow.
Hey, can you get like a bag just in case she gets nauseous?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we have any of those MSS bags like laying around the spot? I figure something better than nothing. Or here, if you stay with her, I'll go grab it.
You gotta appreciate that Midwest hospitality.
Yeah,
in
I
the
know.
offices. Like, you got a nausea bag.
And that's the difference between you and me. You're like, oh, look at the officers, they're so polite. Me, I'm like, look at her, she still knows how to put her knees up to her head. Anyways.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
All right, wait, we've got another minute of the
Oh my god. What the fuck?
few paper towels in the door here if you need it. All right.
I'm wearing a Chicago hat.
There's the bag. Oh yeah, by the way, there's some paper towels there if you're gonna need them.
Wow.
That cop, he's like, I don't give two F's about you, lady. You going to jail.
Yeah, going to jail. Dude, I got the Chicago hat. I got the perfect outfit for today.
Yeah, and then they drive her off, and she just continues crying. That's
it. That's the rest of it.
That's the rest of that. Yeah.
We gotta look more. What are the charges exactly?
Well, hold on.
Or
Well,
do you know what the punishments are?
I don't know what the punishment is, but she'll probably get a slap on the wrist, right? Because she's a girl. That's what it'll be.
Wow.
So this Illinois teacher charged with that crime of a 15-year-old student allegedly had a memoir in her phone's notes app. Now, first of all, how she got caught?
Yeah, how did she get caught?
Well, the 15-year-old boy needed a new cell phone, a new iPhone. So Ma bought him a new iPhone. What a great mom.
That's a nice mom.
And the Ma was there also to help make sure all the information transferred.
Oh. Uh-oh.
And decided while there with all that information being transferred, we'll check out the iMessages and just see, because, it's a good mother. She's prying just to make sure her son is something. And there she saw the text messages from a while ago between this teacher and her son about everything that they were doing. And she went immediately to the police. So Mama Bear went all full jujitsu on this girl here.
Which is fair for a mother to do. Do you think the boy was disappointed?
Oh, but the boy was probably like, Ma, no, I love her, though. Because, he's a 15-year-old boy. Listen, all right, I know what I'm going to say is going to probably piss some people off.
Yeah.
I don't mean it to piss anybody off. But when I was 15, when boys are 15, right?
That seems like
15, 16, there's only one thing we think about.
Hold on. You think about it. I had baseball. I'm weird.
Okay, I'm sorry for that interruption right there, but normal boys, there's only one thing we were thinking about besides sports, and that was girls, all right?
That's fair.
And not just girls, but just that part of girls, right? So this 15-year-old boy was probably like, they call him the victim. I don't think this 15-year-old boy considers himself a victim. I know we do as an adult, and we look at it differently as a father. I look at it differently as an adult.
Yeah.
It's a power dynamic. It's all that. It's and I know there's some people out there that would make fun of this, and I get it. It's yes, we make fun of it. That 15-year-old boy does not see himself as a victim, and
man, seems like I think he just saw like his ticket to paradise just kind of canceled.
Well, it reminds me of that SNL skit with Pete Davidson with Ronda Rousey. It's like, I looked myself in the mirror and I said, "This is the day you become a man." All right, so here we go. So she had a memoir in her phone's notes app in which she expressed anger towards the teen she's accused of abusing. Christina Formella, 30-year-old. Now, her husband, like we talked about, that was her child as her high school sweetheart. A special education teacher from Downers Grove, Illinois.
Oh, no, I got concerned. Did you say special education teacher?
Yes, I did. But that doesn't mean what you think it means. It could mean kids that need help with writing or something like that, or learning disability, right?
This change, that changes everything.
Or needs tutoring in a certain subject. Was arrested and charged with 2 counts of aggravated criminal essay and 1 count of criminal essay against a minor. Police arrested Formella after the victim's mother allegedly found the text messages between her son and Formella that detailed the relationship. And yes, you can see those text messages, and we're going to see some of them.
Of course you can.
We're going to see some. By the way, so explicit warning. I know I already marked this video as like, this is not a kid's video, but we're going to get into some of this stuff because it's freaking like cringy, but it's like, really? You're 30 years old, lady. All right? What? Okay,
Half your age.
Okay, let me ask this.
Age.
I mean, the Catholic Church, it's priests with little boys. For some reason, public schools, it's 30-year-old women with high school boys. What is this? What is it? What is it about America?
I don't know. Land of the free, maybe too much free.
I mean, this has been going on for a long time. This is like a phenomenon that started in like the late 80s,
What's it about?
Anyways.
Your generation.
It's my generation.
Your generation.
We're all messed up.
Yeah.
All right. So she's married and a soccer coach for boys and girls, by the way. The teacher she denies it vehemently. Vehemently. Police confronted Formella with the alleged texts that were found, to which she responded by claiming the victim had taken her phone in class, sent the messages to himself, and then deleted them on her phone while saving them on his for blackmail. So this 15-year-old had this whole elaborate scheme of blackmailing her, right?
My question is, how do you get the phone with the password?
Exactly.
That's your biggest flaw. It's like, he watched me.
One text she allegedly wrote says, "I love having S with you." I'm not going to use that word because I don't want the algorithm to kill me.
Well, that's if there's any red herring in this case, there's the nail in the coffin right there.
Following Formella's arrest, police searched her phone and found what was written in a notes app according to a petition to deny pretrial release obtained by People magazine. In her alleged memoir, she wrote that the victim, the 50-year-old boy, cheated on me, and called him disgusting, apparently referencing the end of the alleged relationship. Quote, "We will never ever be together again." So she's jealous, huh?
Wait, she got jealous because the 15-year-old boy
got with another girl. She could quote,
This boy's a player.
This boy's a legend.
This guy's
gonna have statues built to him.
Dude, his names will be chanted in that hall.
Yeah. He's like, she goes, "I'm not a second choice. I'm the best thing you'll ever have, even with all my mistakes." In the section titled Manifestations, Formella allegedly wrote that she expected the victim to reach out soon to try and fix things between us. "In the meantime, I'm going to live my best life knowing he's not the person I thought he was and that he is beneath me," the teacher allegedly wrote.
He's a 15-year-old boy.
Wow.
What is this jealousy?
Wow.
She's married. She's married.
Yeah. She denies all this, but there's other text messages that we can get into.
Okay, the problem is this. Okay, you can maybe explain away the text messages with that, let's be honest, bullshit excuse. How do you explain the Notes app memoir?
Oh, yeah.
You can't explain that away.
Oh, yeah.
How? What is she going to say? He wrote it? If so, this kid deserves an Oscar for best screenplay, all right? Because this is...
So it's extremely disturbing allegations. I think a lot of the places have wiped out the text messages that were there. Like literally, one of the text messages that I saw, it read "baby." I know it was short, and I know it was in the morning, but it was perfect. I mean, you're this woman's husband, and she's describing probably the first time this 15-year-old's ever had sex, right? With her as perfect. And you're probably like this guy who's been with this woman since she was 16 years old for like half your life, and he's like, "This 15-year-old kid is perfect. What do I do? It's just, I mean, just absolutely."
Dude, the husband's got what do you do as the husband? You go to work. You're like, "My wife's on the news."
My wife's on the news.
Everyone knows who his wife is that knows him. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm immediately moving. I mean, if I'm him,
I mean, your life is as it is. It's like your reputation's over because it's like, oh, your wife left you for a 15-year-old boy and got caught.
Yep,
dude. You can never date again. That is the end of marriages for you.
That's just, I think you gotta
leave country. You gotta leave the country.
At this point, yeah, you gotta just change your name.
South of the border? Welcome to South of the border.
Welcome to South of the border, baby. We show you how to live a life down here. All right?
The women here would not leave you for 15-year-old boys. I can assure you that.
Yeah.
Maybe for money, but you're American, so.
Oh, court docs. Oh, wait, no, we're not gonna play that. We don't want to be copyrighted. But yeah, there are court documents that show basically the back and forth between these two, and it was ridiculous.
The boy was involved though heavily, right?
Oh, the boy was involved heavily, but she obviously with her notes app, she obviously became alleged. This is all alleged. Allegedly obsessed, and was like, "This 15-year-old rejecting me." I'm like, I get it. You're 30. You're not in your 20s anymore. We all get there. I just turned 50. I get it. There are these milestones. Life starts taking things away from you, but you got to be happy with what you got, So
that's just wild. This boy is probably known.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably...
he's all around. Oh, my God, yes.
Because you know what? Probably people are going to have
15-year-old boys don't keep their mouth shut about this shit.
Well, on top of that, top of that, you have to imagine, he's going to show up to school with a new phone and going to be like, when did you get that new phone, buddy? Dude, his girlfriend...
New phone, who's this?
Wait, his new girlfriend is going to be like, so, you want to talk about this? I feel like that relationship's over.
Maybe, maybe not. Fame is a fickle bitch. I'm just saying.
I don't know. This kid's got to figure out his new school life because, it's just changed. Do you just switch districts at that point?
I don't know. Does he want him? Does he care? I mean...
That's fair.
They're supposed to protect his identity, right?
Yeah, but I imagine his identity is going to be revealed eventually. Somehow, you know what I mean? You know how court leaks work, and kids don't shut their mouths.
This is true. She calls him a stalker, that he was stalking her. And then she said that her husband was aware of the teen's existence, denied ever having. So wait a minute.
Either this kid is like the greatest hacker.
He's a stalker.
And is able to get into your phone, make up the most elaborate story, messages, and then save them on his phone.
Oh God, here we go. Throughout her interview, Formella tried to paint the victim as her stalker and claimed that her husband was aware. But oddly enough, her husband told detectives that he knows nothing about the victim beyond the status of him as a soccer player, and he confirmed that he does not go through Formella's phone.
Oh, that's their story.
So the husband's sitting there going, I don't know nothing. I don't know.
The husband's like, what?
What?
She said what? I was like, you can look at my phone. I am innocent of all that you may be willing to accuse me of. I have nothing to do with this. So I imagine he's got to file for divorce at this point. Or he's in the process.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is easy, right? Slam dunk, yeah.
The same dunk. I mean, does the divorce, what would you call it, divorce court?
Yeah.
Would the judge award her anything? No, right?
I don't think so.
I mean,
I don't think so. Your Honor.
Your Honor, she had relations with a 15-year-old boy.
I'd like to divorce my wife. Why, sir? Well, she was just arrested for having an illegal affair with a 15-year-old while she's the teacher at the school. Motion granted.
Assets, they're yours.
Those are your assets.
Yeah, good luck, champ.
But yeah, there was a lot, I guess, so.
Dude, if people are going to ask him, it's like, oh, are you divorced? Or you recently divorced? When he goes on dates and he'd be like, oh, what that happened? And he's going to have to be honest. No.
Just lie.
Because you can't build it off a lie. Just because then there goes
this guy's never going to have another serious relationship for a long, long time. He's going to, this is one of these things where it's going to be like.
Well, I imagine this kid probably wanted a family. That's why he married.
I'm just saying, this was his girl since high school.
Yeah.
The high school sweethearts through everything, thick and thin. And
clearly not thick and thin enough. I mean, are you kidding me?
She obviously wanted thicker, I guess. I don't know.
Wow. Or longer.
Or long. I don't know. I don't know.
Was this 15-year-old packing?
I don't know.
This is wild.
God bless him, though. God bless him. But it's kind of interesting, if anybody's going to comment about this, is like, do you call the victim a victim? I don't know.
I mean, you're a victim because you're underage and you don't understand the circumstances.
Well, your body is developing, but your brain, you're like, I'm 50 years old. I still have the brain of an 18-year-old idiot, right?
Yeah.
So at least that's what I think, right? So
I understand that.
There's a difference between physical development and mental development, and of course, what type of manipulation could have occurred here and things like that.
Yeah, but I mean, from the messages, it seems like he at least from the message, if you're gonna look at surface value. Right, because obviously this kid could be traumatized. Right? We don't know. I mean, and we're not going to speculate too much because it's a kid, right?
Listen, one of the most important lessons I ever taught you or your brother: clear your browser history. Right. Anyways,
this is messages. This is iMessage.
Clear your messages.
Clear your chats.
Clear your chats. Don't leave any evidence.
Clear the Discord. They can never find the Discord. The Discords have got to be hidden. Listen, it's not just the government now; it's your parents. I have some Discord chats where my friends make weird jokes. I'll admit.
Listen. When you were younger, when you guys first got iPhones, sometimes I would stop your mother because she was always like, "We're supposed to know what they're into." I'm like, "No, I'm not violating that issue of privacy." Number one, I really didn't want to go on your phones. Two, I trusted you guys because you never gave me a reason not to trust you. Three, I didn't want to know your shit. All right, I didn't want to know.
That's fair.
I was like, you know what? I'd rather ignorance is bliss sometimes. Yeah. Like I know two of you are not going to go all Columbine anywhere. Like I knew you weren't those kind of kids. Wow. I knew you weren't into any drugs because you know what? You never acted that way. And I kind of know what to look for when it comes to that kind of stuff. Trust me, I do. You guys were good kids. You guys weren't in any trouble. Your mother raised you right. So. But apparently, some people out there, some kids out there.
Well, it seems like this mom was still a good mom.
So she's protecting her son.
She's protecting her
son.
Some
people are like, oh, Ma, why'd you do that to him? I'm like, because it's mom and she's protecting him.
It's what you should do. It's what you should do,
right? Yeah. There's a lot of jokes out there.
There's no mom that is like, oh, I'm sure it'll be okay if I let him continue this relationship.
Nah, it's okay.
It's cool.
It's cool.
You're a good champ.
Knocking it out of the park there, baby.
Wow.
It's just
really touched all the bases there, huh?
I'm just saying. It's just
rounded the bases.
I'm just saying this is what happened. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the other part we have to talk about. Formella has claimed she is the victim of blackmail, telling police she was being targeted for being good looking.
What?
Yep.
I mean, I'll be fair.
She's
To be
too
fair.
good looking.
To be fair, attractive to an extent. I can understand.
My wife is the only beautiful woman in the whole world.
I respect that. But the whole I'm good looking argument does not fly. You're in Chicago also. No offense. I'm sure there are like models there that are better looking.
Yep. Everybody comes after her because she's good looking and she's just a good person who cared too much about the boy, she said. It's because she's the victim.
She's the victim.
Because she's too pretty. She's too pretty.
I care too much for him.
And I care too much.
Oh my god.
Like people target me for being pretty. Really? They do? Okay. All right. I never really heard that one before. Oh, here's some of the text messages. I love you so much, baby. Even though this morning was short, it was perfect. If you're a husband and you're reading that, it's like, really? The 15-year-old probably doesn't even know what to do with it. It was perfect? Okay. I love having X with you. That's what she, right? She was arrested on March 16th, just days after the boy's mother found the messages.
Oh, dude. That message is the one that kills it. It's not just the...
No, she's the victim. The boy stole her phone, broke through the encryption, planted those text messages, sent them to his phone, then went back to her phone, erased those text messages on her phone.
And also wrote a memoir.
And then also wrote the Notes app memoir.
Which was probably updated over months.
But you know what? That's what happens when you're pretty in this world. All these people come out to do this shit to you. That's what happens because you're just too pretty. I'm too pretty. That's why I'm glad. You know, that's why I'm glad I'm ugly. All right, I ain't pretty, so no one's bothering me. No one cares, right? So there we go. Yeah,
that's the way the news goes, isn't it? Huh?
That's the way. Yeah. She wanted to marry her college sweetheart. High school star baseball player at the college. Yeah.
And then she found a star soccer player who was 15 years younger than her. Dude, that's crazy. This is insane.
Wow.
The kid had a hell of a time, though.
She's been placed on paid leave.
At least it's paid.
Yeah. Anyways, good luck to that. Good luck. I thought you would get a kick out of that.
I got a bit of a kick there. A bit of a kick. Wild to start off the night.
Yeah, it is a little wild. So, all right. You know, it wouldn't be a late night with the Gringo if we didn't have some Donald Trump news.
Oh, of course. It's tariff time, baby.
It's tariff time, baby.
That sounds awfully close to the other T word.
Yeah.
It's terror time.
Reciprocal tariffs.
Hold on, we should mute this. Hold on.
Yeah, let's mute this. Yeah.
So we're gonna watch this for a little bit, and then we're gonna comment on it.
As a result of the 75 countries saying that they want to negotiate rather than go through a trade war.
Yeah, this is a celebration of Joey Logano's win, a photo op there, and certainly this is just moments after the big news hit that led to that skyrocketing Dow price up to almost 40,000 right now with an hour left in trading. I would assume we'll probably hear from the president should a microphone find him there, John.
Yeah, so the Dow has been sort of... Let's see what he says here.
All right, so that's President Trump walking up. I don't know what he's going to say, but I'm sure he's going to say something.
I think this is what...
I do know right now. Good to see you for last night. That was great last night. Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest award in the country outside of the Congressional. Knows a lot about trucks, but he's been a very special guy, and he's brought some of our out. A big factor here, like it is in all sports, really. But you need a great physical ability. People that do this, they don't realize what great athletes they are. It's just not. Serious trouble, economically and in every other way. They let China run away with things. They let other countries run away with things. And maybe worst of all, in a certain way, is what they did at the border. We had people pouring into our country by the millions. Many of them were murderers and drug lords and thieves and people from prisons from all over the world. And there were people from mental institutions, insane asylums. They were taking their mentally insane, and they were dumping them into our country.
So Trump is saying Trump things.
Trump is saying Trump things. So, okay.
All right. The market went up.
The market goes up. So, anyways, Trump put a 90-day pause on all the tariffs, basically, for all countries that want to negotiate right now, except for one country.
China. Of course.
China.
His favorite country to pronounce.
China. So, and then what happened to the stock market? Well, let's see here.
It went up like what, 3,000 points? 2,000 points?
Almost 3,000. I think it's one of the largest increases.
It's the largest since I think, was it 90s?
Yeah.
Or 2002?
Ooh,
something ridiculous.
One day. Look at this. Dun, dun. And it's all the way back over
40.
Yep. 4608.
So how much did it go up in total?
It was at a low
36, 37, no?
It was at a low 37,275.
So it went up like 3,000, 2,500 points. That's impressive.
Yeah. So
for like a bounce back, because we were losing the past few days, like 500 a day points.
Yeah.
1,000. So they made it back. I mean, not all of it back. Because what was it previous to?
It was at 40. I think it was at 40. What's its yearly?
42?
What's its yearly high?
That's Apple.
Yeah, no, I'm going back to this. So its high was 52-week high, 45.
45. So you're on your way back. I mean, it was hovering around 43 by the time the tariffs started.
Yeah.
And you can see that huge crevasse in the data there.
I was just curious about Apple and seeing what's going on with that. And let's see here.
It's like the largest, most valued company on the stock market, right?
Yeah, I mean,
it's fair to know.
It's right at $3 trillion.
It's right at $3 trillion.
It's right at $3 trillion.
It's a cool $3 trillion.
Yeah, it's So it's always a bellwether, but also I always like to look at Walmart to see how that went. And oh wow, okay, cool. One day. Oh wow, yeah, it increased a little over $7 a share. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good for a day.
So you were talking to me about Japan and South Korea, though.
Yeah. So what really caused the market to boost was he announced that South Korea and Japan have come to the tables for negotiations, and he expects a deal to be made. I think he said that by the weekend or sometime soon. So that got the market really happy because obviously, if you look at the Nikkei market, the futures were so bad Sunday they shut down trading.
Yeah.
So their market had been down for a while, and it was expected that they'd eventually have to probably come to the table to negotiate. They had a deal in place with China and South Korea to try to defend the kind of East Asian economy against American tariffs, but obviously that didn't work because Japan, South Korea, and even China, to an extent, have seen significant drops in their national indexes, national markets as well. So we talked about this in another stream. The first countries to the table are going to be the winners of this.
Yeah.
Japan needed to come to the table because they need to stop the bleeding. Canada's at the table as well. South Korea's at the table. There's a more significant pause in tariffs, I believe, on Canada. A lot, if not all, of those are also paused.
I hope so because that one's the one that doesn't make sense. You know.
And I'd like to get those deals done. And I think if the deals do get done, you're going to see the market explode up probably another 2 or at least another 1,000.
Well, futures are up for tomorrow already,
right?
So that's going to be awesome.
The Nikkei market is probably up because they're ecstatic that, oh, great, maybe we're going to have a deal now and not have the economy crash.
But
So
Trump was asked specifically if you consider exempting some larger U.S. companies that have been hit especially hard by the new tariffs, and the president said he would consider it. He goes, "I'll take a look at it as time goes by. We're going to take a look at it." Trump responded, "There are some that have been hard. There are some that, by the nature of the company, get a little bit harder, and we'll take a look at that." He says. He goes, when asked how he would determine which companies might receive such an exemption, Trump responded, instinctively.
We'll take a look at it. And if I feel happy about them and I like them,
It depends on how I feel. You almost can't take a pencil to paper. It's really more of an instinct than anything else. Trump added, some companies, through no fault of their own, they happen to be in an industry that is more affected by these things than others. You have to be able to show a little flexibility, and I'm able to do that. You have to have flexibility, Trump said Wednesday. I could say, here's a wall, and I'm going to go through that wall. I'm going to go through it no matter what. Keep going, and you can't go through the wall. Sometimes you have to be able to go under the wall, around the wall, or over the wall. What the hell's he talking about, man? What the hell's he got?
The guy who builds walls is talking about walls. This doesn't seem right.
He's just like, yeah, he's just making this shit up as he goes, man.
This is wild.
Oh my God, it's fucking wild. The exemptions include Mexico and Canada. All right, that's good. We like that. All right, because we live down here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see what happens with all of these, but definitely that is Trump land today. Look at. I think honestly, the more and more I look at this, I think this whole tariff thing
might be working.
Not just might be working. Listen, a lot of people say he's crazy, and he might be crazy, but he might just be
the orange-haired guy. Might be crazy.
He just might be crazy.
He might be.
But
Did you hear what he just said about a wall?
He just might have an economic strategy that is like
solid, actually. Yeah,
militarily brilliant, and I mean that like tactically. Because look who's standing now with the only people with tariffs, 125% tariffs on them. China. Who's the one he wanted to go after the most?
China.
Okay.
Yeah. So
what did he say to the rest of the world with all these tariffs for a few days?
If we want to shut down the world economy, trust me, we can.
He goes, it'll hurt, and we'll make it hurt. It's going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt us.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're not wrong. Not wrong. I had some faith in it, but I think me and you both had some concerns as the weeks kind of kept going on and on. But now that you kind of see some positives, you actually kind of see that, there's legitimate strategy behind this, and there's actual hope that not only would the economy return to what it was before, but it might be better.
It might be. I just wanted to return to what let's get back to where we were. Let's get people and even pre-Trump, the number of people that were having to take their savings out of their 401ks just to pay bills because the economy was so bad under Biden was ridiculous. It was something like 70 or 75% of people were dipping in their 401k savings just to pay their bills. And that's bad.
Yeah, that's wild.
Right?
Bills?
Yeah, because they couldn't make ends meet with inflation and everything like that, just week-to-week stuff. And all of a sudden you get, I got to fix something on my car. There's $3,000 I didn't know I didn't budget for. It's an emergency. Most people, 50% of people in America can't handle an emergency of $1,000 or more. They don't have the budget for it because they don't make the money for it, or they don't plan for it, or however. Right?
It's not feasible to keep that in your bank account.
Your bank account
without using it.
Without using it because they have bills, right?
Exactly.
Or they have kids, or they have more, whatever, right? That's just the name of the game. So let's get back to where we were, and then let's go back and hopefully give those, go back and start making things better that way. That'll be a measure of success. That will be a measure of success. But like you said, he kept the pressure on China, imports to 125%. So basically, if something costs $1, it now costs $2.25.
That's crazy.
That's
why. I mean, you know why he hiked it up.
Well, they have the same tariffs on us, right?
The 84 only they put it up because in retaliation to the first tariff on what was it before again? 100%, 104%.
Yep.
China was like, all right, we're gonna raise ours to 84 because they realized they can go. They could try to match it, but the problem is then they kind of kill their economy as well.
Yeah.
Because they need the American business. So they were like, we're going to go up to 84 to show that we're still serious. And Trump was like, all right, 125. And they're like, what? And their market at first was kind of bounced a little bit back when they announced the tariff and then kind of went back down. And then they heard the 125% and then they went down even more. And they're like, this isn't working.
Well, this guy says China is unlikely to change its strategy. It'll stand firm, absorb pressure, and let Trump overplay his hand. Okay? Beijing believes Trump sees concessions as a weakness, so giving ground only invites more pressure.
No, listen, you're isolating yourself.
No, it doesn't. That's the wrong way to read Donald Trump. If you give a concession, he's going to be like, cool, all right, we won. He's going to you give him a little victory. If you stand your ground, he's like,
oh, I'm going to destroy you.
He's not. He's one who's just. He's as stubborn as they get, right? So now Mexico and Canada are still going to have the 25% fentanyl related tariffs, as long as they, if they do not comply with the U.S. Mexico-Canada trade agreements, rules of origin, and stuff like that. So we still have that in place, but other than that,
and that seems like it'll be resolved, hopefully.
But watch what happens. Tomorrow, something will happen. It'll come out. It goes, everybody, 100% tariffs, and I'm like, it's just you don't know what's coming.
No, yeah, you don't know anything. So, unfortunately,
it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, and it's a trade war. But we're in a trade war, buddy. I told you that yesterday. Yeah. We're in a trade war.
No, I figured pretty quickly that's what we were in. I mean, you place 125% tariff. It's like, oh, we're serious. we're committed to this. I mean, but it is what it is. I mean, for right now, at least.
No. The next item I have for you is, do you ever hear of this person, Miss Rachel?
Not a clue.
The YouTube kids show that's really
Why
popular?
would I know YouTube kids?
I don't know. Just asking. I'd heard something about it. Apparently, she's really popular. That's Miss Rachel right there. The hit children's video educator, singer, songwriter. She's got millions and millions and millions of views. Crazy.
And you think I watch her?
I thought maybe you've heard of it.
How dumb do you think I am?
I don't think you're dumb.
I need a song to learn my ABCs again.
You are a New York Mets fan. So, yes, you probably are pretty stupid. Anyways.
Wow. Wow.
Anyways, so apparently she's a Hamas mouthpiece, too.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What is she doing? Teaching you how to make a bomb?
The U.S. watchdog.
Put the cooker on. Throw the nails in.
Don't forget the BBs and the timer. All right. U.S. watchdog Stop Anti-Semitism urged the Attorney General to investigate popular YouTuber Miss Rachel for sharing what it's called a massive barrage of anti-Israel propaganda. Okay, this is interesting. She's got more than 12 million subscribers, alleging she's being paid to post. Now this fight anti-Semitism is alleging that she's actually being paid to post pro-Hamas content on her social media.
I doubt that's true.
I'm just saying.
I know that's what they say. I know what you're saying.
She's got over 2 million followers on Instagram and have been incorporating Hamas-like propaganda images and stories into her content.
I'm sorry, what?
The group claims that Miss Rachel has posted dozens of times about the children of Gaza, but most of the posts are filled with misinformation from Hamas. The watchdog claims that she appears to have transformed into a mouthpiece for Hamas. Now she spread vile propaganda against the Jewish state. All right. For instance, the group cited this. All right. Well, we've got this. My friend Selena Sia, in what they used to be at home in Gaza, they deserve to live in a warm, safe home again. They deserve to be children. Mahmoud Solomon. Okay.
All right.
I think I agree. They deserve to live in a nice warm house. They shouldn't.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's not pro Hamas. That's just pro. Can we not kill children?
Yeah. Can we just keep children alive?
Can we just not kill the children?
Kill everyone else.
I don't care where you're from. Just whatever country you're in. Can we please not kill the children? Let's just start with that. As a human race, let's just make that the very foundation of our whole society.
Anti-Semitic. It's just crazy.
I don't want to kill the children, you anti-Semite. No, I really, all the children. Don't kill children, please.
In general.
Just in general, leave the children alone, okay? All right, noting that Miss Rachel raised $50,000 for Gazan kids without a single mention of Jewish victims, the group also says the YouTuber responded to the controversy with a video singing about praying for children in Gaza and Israel. Her prayers were short-lived soon after she resumed pushing Hamas statistics while continuing to ignore Israeli suffering.
I don't think she's ignored Israeli suffering.
I think she's just pointing out that Israel's got a functioning government with a lot of funding behind it, and Gaza, the kids don't. They've got Hamas that is taking their crap from them, and then they've got nothing.
Yeah.
There's
nothing wrong with this.
Nothing wrong with that.
You leave this poor lady alone?
Just because you're saying don't kill these kids over here doesn't mean you're saying kill these kids over here.
She's not saying
butcher them. That's not what she's saying, okay?
She's like, she's like, protect these kids, but these kids are fine. They're free range targets. What? What do they want her to say? It's okay. We can make more.
Oh my god,
this is wild.
I don't, and I don't think if I see an article that says YouTubers being paid, like YouTubers like this that are for kid shows, they're being paid by Hamas. I'm just gonna be like, all right, that's it. I'll just give up at this point. I'm just gonna stay south of the border. Let's just stay down here and just everybody leave us alone.
Well, also on top of that, it's like, what that's what the Hamas chose to put their funding towards.
I guess so.
What kind of, dude? They're fighting a war. I feel like you need to buy bullets.
I just
there's priorities, and this is not a priority.
I mean,
quick, pay the white lady singing about children's songs to talk about our children.
Here's the little bunny blowing up. I think I don't. Yeah,
this is wild.
She
seems innocent. She's just like, don't hurt children. Children don't hurt the other children.
Please don't kill the children.
This is what
I agree, Miss Rachel. We shouldn't kill the children.
You're right.
I agree. Children should have a house to live in. They should be warm. They should have something to eat every day,
like a cookie.
Apparently, I'm the problem.
Apparently, you're the problem.
Apparently, I'm the problem.
You want peace? Damn.
I mean, listen. I'm all about anti-Semitism.
What? Wait, you're all about it?
I'm all about stopping anti-Semitism.
Yeah, you forgot a very important word.
Sorry. I'm all about stopping anti-Semitism.
Good. I was.
But you know what? It's like I think it's going a little too far when you go in and you're digging into like this type of stuff.
Oh yeah, this is like several bridges too far.
This is.
What do you think?
It's just the cute and fuzzy bunnies. She's wearing overalls. She looks like she's ready to go farming or plant some tulips or something.
Nope, she's ready to buy some pressure cookers and she had to do something.
She's ready just to give you the anarchist cookbook, I guess.
Apparently.
So all the children out there of America, watch out for
can go against
this mouthpiece of.
Can go against the U.S. government, I guess. That's crazy.
This is a fun report. About 90% of migrants deported to El Salvador had no U.S. criminal record. Well, actually, all of them did because they were all illegal immigrants. They just were never charged. So, but 90% of migrants deported to El Salvador had no U.S. criminal record.
That doesn't mean they didn't have a criminal record in like El Salvador.
Yeah.
Or like another country.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's
sure,
like,
just a few.
Just
a few were charged with serious crimes.
Wait, just because you didn't commit a crime in the U.S. does not mean you get to stay in the country.
So,
as you know what I mean?
Were you illegal? Okay,
so that's a crime too.
Then just bye.
Hate to break it. I mean, I don't mean to be like.
But you're gonna get these headlines that are trying to get you like, oh, it's Trump bad. No. Let me ask you this: why we have all this pushback from judges and the media and whatnot? Why was it okay for Joe Biden to break the law and allow everybody into the country illegally? But even if Trump was, and let's say Trump was doing something illegal by deporting these people, right? But they're all the right people to deport, right? But he's still doing it illegally. He wasn't
okay.
So why is it okay to go, yeah, Joe Biden, he's awesome. He broke the law or didn't enforce the law and he let all this bad stuff happen or let all these bad people in. But now we're going to turn around and be like, but the exact opposite, Trump, you're bad. You have to follow the rules and you're a dictator.
Politics. Bias.
It just doesn't make it.
Who gave them their job? The dog they're backing. The dog who was supposed to back them but didn't back them because they lost.
I'm just telling you.
That's what that is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Yes, but your mother hates it when I make that noise. Anyways, she told me, stop doing that on stream.
Yeah, you should. Come on. Where's that energy? Start screaming about those
walking pneumonia.
Start screaming about those children in Gaza. or don't because you'll get canceled, apparently. You don't care about the children.
Apparently,
care about the bullets from the military-industrial conflict because that's the more important.
Apparently, I'm not allowed to care about those children,
no.
Regardless of my heritage. I'm not allowed to care about those children. Yeah, I think Gaza is a terrible place. I think Hamas is a terrible organization. They all should be wiped off the face of this earth. That doesn't mean I think the children should be. I think the children. I think
clearly you're not with the program with that organization.
Apparently, I'm not with the program. Apparently, I'm the bad guy.
What is that pact again? And was it
stop anti-Semitism? Which is a great idea. Yes, all anti-Semitism should be stopped.
Right.
That doesn't mean
go after the girl telling people that kids are kids, don't hurt kids.
Yeah, it's just too far. Too far.
Yeah,
and
you're also going after the wrong person.
Yeah.
They're talking about being an unlikable organization.
Yeah, leave the kids alone. Give them something to eat. Everybody shut up and give the kids something to eat. But that's about it. It was an interesting Wednesday. I think we still have baseball on today.
I don't know. Tomorrow is a few games. Very few games. All morning, pretty much. So no night games, I think.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I'm good. I'm all good. How about you?
I'm good. So I think with that,
we're gonna get on out of here. We're gonna say adios. Salud na huevo from south of the border. I'm still your reluctant gringo, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining in.
Adios.
You a racist? Do you hate Mexicans?
So long, gay boys!